Alright, so as many of you know, I curved my wheel again, so I just pre-painted all of them. I don't like just painting one. And I used the wrong clear on this one. I don't know if you can see that, but it like bubbled up. But I got the right clear now. I got the right clear, so that's not gonna happen anymore. And then, you guys haven't seen these yet, but I got a little surprise. This is your little hint. I'm not gonna open them. That's gonna be an upcoming video as well. And then we also have a maintenance slash mod video coming up. You guys are gonna love this one because I don't see anybody really talking about it. And honestly, it's way better than an OEM replacement. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you guys what happened to the F30, how we end up resolving it, and what I gotta do now to get it fixed. Like, you guys knew that the manifold had bolts snapped in it. You guys know that the throttle body was broke. However, when I installed the new manifold, let's just say you got to really be careful when you're doing big stuff like that, because this whole $3,000 worth of mistakes was caused by me, not any shop, not my car blowing up, me, because I didn't take the time to follow the wiring harness all the way back, and it ended up being pinched under the manifold, and then the bolt that held it down was holding down the harness, so it was pinching the wire back there, right? And then it was causing the limp mode and the chassis stabilization and all of that over a little wire, which is like, you're like, really, a wire? But yeah, I'm starting to figure out these newer ones, BMWs, are super sensitive. So yeah, if you're gonna work on your own car, make sure you take your time, do it right. Don't try to rush through it just because you need your car. It's, at the end of the day, it's not worth it, and it's gonna cost you a lot of money. I guess my second point with this is to tell you, don't mess with your DME. I originally went to one shop. They told me it was the DME. It wasn't the DME, so we cloned it at another shop, and we tried to change it out, and that didn't fix the problem. So, just make sure the shop you go to is good with newer BMWs, not just old BMWs, and make sure that they diagnose it right, because that right there cost me $800 alone to clone a DME that I'm now stuck with, that I'm never gonna fucking use. So it's like, what the fuck? I got two DMEs. And then the one they supposedly cloned, they cloned wrong. So even if I wanted to swap them out, because that one's unlocked, I can't, because it completely fucks the whole ECU. And then the one my original one, it's locked now because for some reason I took it to a local dealership and they update the software. Like, I don't understand that, but it happened. So yeah, they locked my DME, so now we're gonna head to the bay and we're gonna get it unlocked because no one in my area does DME unlocks. Yeah.
It's the back.
Those are the tie rods. They have sides. It should say right and left. Ooh.
So you don't need the plate?
No, you don't. You need this. Look, this little silver part. Static boys.
No.
Alright guys, so as you can see, it's the next day. Me and my brother, we did the fronts already. As you can see, look at that fitment. It doesn't sit like this, it's on the jack. It's a little higher, but I mean, we're getting ready to do the backs right now. It's not gonna be a DIY, but still get you guys a video. So yeah, that's how we look in the front right now. And then right now we're working on the backs. And then this is the new spring for the back. This is the new strap for the back. And then these are gonna be the old ones. This is the one from the left side. I thought you reused the top hat, but you don't. So that shit was a pain in the ass to take out. The new one was a lot easier because it was shorter, obviously. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'll go ahead and show you guys the other one. Honestly, they don't look too bad to me. They just look dirty. But they said they need to be changed, so we changed them. F30's lowered now, and I'll catch you guys when we're done with the back. Alright guys, so me and him got the spring out. This is the old spring compared to the new one. As you can see, there's a major difference. The drop is like, what, like an inch or so? I don't know. This is the new one. Old one. New one, old one. We're just gonna take the top off of that and put it onto this, and then just put it back in. Well, I just wanted to show you this real quick before I go and show you the car. These are the knobs to adjust the dampering. They're not installed. We completely forgot to install these to the top. They sit in the top of your strut tower with the new coilover. I believe it's a 10 mil bolt on the top. You undo that, you push this in, and you tighten that 10 mil bolt, and these will basically sit in there on the left and the right side, and this is able to adjust the softness and the hardness, or like softer, harder pause of the coilovers. Obviously I have it all the way to soft, just so the ride's a little bit more comfortable. But I mean, if that's too soft for you, you're gonna want to go towards the H. That way it stiffens up your coilovers and it makes your car, I would say, turn a little better. I don't really know too much about these. This is my first set of coilovers, but yeah, these are definitely supposed to be installed. Install these while they're off. I believe it's a lot easier, and you can still use them while they're off. So this is going to be the conclusion of the coilover video. Yeah, we didn't really show you guys how we installed them. I tried my best. It was really time consuming, and any little break we had, we just used it to, you know, get water, rest up. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how they look. This is a week after. They should have settled by now. I'm gonna go ahead and show you, like, if there's any rubbing. I'm just on the preset from the coilovers that it came with. I haven't adjusted it. I haven't got the car aligned. I know I need to, but it's not rubbing and it's not eating through my tires like everybody said it would. So I don't see a point of getting an alignment till I finish painting my black rims and throwing those back on, because if not, I'm gonna have to get an alignment for both wheels, and it's too expensive because a lot of shops charge more for alignments. All right, guys, so this is how she sits right now. I believe BC says about a 1.5 inch drop from the factory setup. As you know, my shocks in the front were already a little low. I know a lot of people were asking me if I was lowered. No, the struts and the spring were bad in the front, so it looked a little lower than it was. But now this is how she sits on the coilovers. You can see it's a pretty decent drop. Like, I don't know if video picks it up, but like, could you put your foot under here? Look, I'm not gonna kick it because I got white shoes, but like, that shit's low. And honestly, the front is perfectly fine. There's no rubbing, no scraping. The alignment is a little messed up. Other than that, like, everything's cool. Besides that, I'm not getting any rubbing on this rear, but for some reason I'm getting rubbing on that rear, so that one maybe needs to come up. I do recommend, if you're gonna do coilovers, please measure out each one before you put it in to make sure it's all even. We kind of skipped that step, so honestly we're kind of just going off of a limb. All three of these are fine. That one's rubbing, so I'm assuming that one was lower than all the rest. As you can see, we even, like, I would never go, this is even a little too low for me, but like, we come down here, as you can see, there's no rubbing, and there's even room if I wanted to go down. But like, this is perfect, bro. As it sits, this is perfect. It's the perfect ride height to where it's not too, like, aggressive on speed. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just, like, it's good how they come. You just need to make sure you measure them out, because like I said, I think this one's a little bit more than the driver's side, but that's fixable. They are adjustable. I believe I read 30 points of adjustment on the BCs. I have them on the softest setting for the dampening, which is a little knob on the front. I can show you guys that too. That way, when you go over the potholes, the suspension isn't as stiff. I will adjust that later on, and like kind of find a medium points between stiffness and softness. That way it's just the optimal, like, ride height and driving, like, feeling for when I want to do, like, whatever it is I'm doing, pools, going to school, you know, just like dailyable height. Like, I'm not like, maybe slam it for the shows, but that's about it. Yeah, that's how she's sitting from the front. It's not too noticeable in the drop in the front. I even think like the fronts could come up a little bit if I wanted to, but realistically they'll probably just stay like this. And this is where the car's sitting as of right now. Yeah, and if you guys are new, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out all the videos, and catch you on the next one.